Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Dangerous return man grabs it inside his 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to...
Touchdown LSU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. On the ground, it's Hughes. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, pass Gardner. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that complete.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! One-step grab, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way and to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and not his best work. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air, it's Raiola. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And to the house. Touchdown LSU.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
With the catch, it's Humphries. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. nothing on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when...
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
He'll take another shot here. Tight end getting vertical. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
Get set, get set.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and...
He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
He lets one fly deep. It's complete. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
Yeah, you can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield at Simpson. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Off play action. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He's got it on the move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to slam it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances.
Sneak gets it done.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for the score. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still
intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Simpson. And down he goes back at the 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Well, I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get set.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all. Score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Unloads to the right. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Handoff from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Going to the running game. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Miller with the ball. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Touchdown tie! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Sayin. The short hands, it's Tate.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Back swinging for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares about throwing big? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. Then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open.